Hey Divas, it's Anna coming to you with a few little projects I've been working on. I've been needing to set my mind free in my crafts to take it away from the day-to-day stresses. So I've been wanting to work on my cards every week and start building up my stash. And I got my inspiration from Card Maker, which is the magazine that I subscribe to. And it's an easel card. It's a 6x6. And this is it. It's a 12-inch by 6. So that means the bottom part is a 6x6. Okay, and I actually did the backing only because the cardstock, the vanilla cardstock that I used at the base, it's not very sturdy. So I made sure to do as much backing as I could on all the pieces. And the paper line is from, it's one of the My Mind Eye packs. Sorry, I don't have it with me. So, and then these are nestability dies, circles and the scallops. So I just pulled a couple of the colors that was inside the color, the paper color. And on the inside, there's a script stamp that I have. And then these butterfly stamps I was actually able to use from my new stamp set. This one right here that I got from, it's the Lost and Found, that I got from Violet from 48 Scrappin' on YouTube. Hi Violet, thank you so much, you're so fab. So I busted it out and used that, and then what I did is I got my colored pencils, and I used the same two colors that are on this card. So you see this color here matches, you know, the pink color here, and the green here matches the green here. So I just used my colored pencils because it needed to be something that was light and not too bright. Then I used some crackle accent on it, which you're not going to be able to see very well, but it's there. And then I used my EK Success Punch for this, and another one right here, and a stamp. Then I just put a little pearl right here. It's just a smile. Then right here is some Wild Orchid Crafts. These right ahead of my stash. And these are some stamens. I just folded them in half and, you know, and just shoved them in there. And then some trim that I had in my stash, some flat back pearl from Joann's. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut out a piece of vanilla cardstock and put it right here, because you can't really write on this. So I'll design it and I'll put it on here so it stays underneath. And then that's my card, my easel card. Okay. So I hearted. I thought it was super cute. And it's, you know, it's not going to fit in an envelope because it's a 6x6 and it's got a little bit of height to it. So I'll have to use one of the clear bags that I have, the sealable ones. So that's my card. Okay. Now, I actually did another one of those memo card holders. And this one right here, this is from Michaels. This is the one that they had that's part of the Shabby Chic little line they had in their $1.50 section. So I picked one of these up, and I absolutely love it. Isn't it, like, gorgeous? I love it. So I knew I wanted to use it on one of these. And this is a 5x7 stand. This one I bedazzled more than the first one I showed you, ladies. So I put some lace here, some trim, some flowers, some little silk flowers. I put some pearls in there, some flat back pearls from Pro 31 in there, and then a butterfly that I got from Elizabeth. And then right here, this is Pro 31 buckle and 16mm flat back pearl. And this paper right here I got from the expo at Scrapbook. They were selling loose sheets, so I bought a couple. So that's pretty much it. That's just the back of the paper. It's double-sided. And that's it. So this is the other one that I made. This one I'll be gifting. The other one I kept. It's right here. So I actually use it. And then this right here, see, it didn't go too far up top. So, you know, you can still keep a pen on top of it. So you always want to make sure that if you're making these, that you leave enough space at the top to hold a pen. Or it's up to you if you don't want to. So that's another project that I did. And then I noticed that Prima came out with some new felt flowers and bows and stuff like that. that I noticed online, and I'm like, gosh, those felt bows look so easy to do. So I made my own, and they look almost exactly like this, I promise you, except that they don't have a stylish button. It looks like another piece of felt that they just continuously wrapped around the middle, and that's it. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, it's 29 cents for a piece of felt, and this right here, all I did is I wrapped it with twine, a very, very thin twine. And then this has the shank in it. So you put the twine through this way, and then you put the other one through this way, and you tie it down, and it stays on perfectly. And then I tied it in a knot back here, and I just put a dab of hot glue. And look at how stinking cute that is, right? And this was not even 29 cents to make, because the whole sheet I could make at least 6 more, because this is actually pretty small. So I was excited to see that and make my own. And I just did another quick one in pink and used another vintage buttons. Same thing, tied it. And all you're doing is wrapping it around and tying it. That's it. If you go on Prima and see that, they're so simple that it would make no sense to buy them when they're this easy to make. So those are my 2 little bows. Then I went ahead and created this envelope. I created the envelope myself, and I was inspired by Prima. When I went to the expo, I bought this. My favorite flower is sunflowers. I absolutely adore them. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, I have to have it. So I need to get the 12 by 12. I only got a few loose sheets. They didn't have 12 by 12 of this paper stack when I went. So that's a must-have. Anyways, and when I saw this and I opened it, it's not even adhered. They don't adhere them. So it's just these, and it's loose like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could totally just trace that and make my own, right? Because it's that easy to make. So I did do just that. I took this, I traced it, and I made this. So I just used some different little ephemeras from different packages from K & Company, some crocheted lace. I used some blue, very thin lace to go with the butterfly, and I put stickles on the butterfly. And then I had this little blue little acrylic flower. This I've had for a bajillion years. I couldn't even tell you. And this is from K & Company. Just put it in the back. Some bead trimming that I had in my stash. Then in the back I took my flower punch using the same paper, but the reverse side of it, and then just putting this little buckle here. This is a very tiny one that I got from Elizabeth, from Betty Bom Bom, and this is the smaller ones that fit the 10 millimeter flat backs, because I bought a bunch of these and I bought the wrong size buckles. So I bought a little stash from her so that I can use my 10 millimeters on them. And then this is the reverse side of it, and I just made a little slide out card just to put in it. So if I need to fill it, I just matted it. And this right here has a lot of give. So if you had embellishments or something on here, it could totally work. You see, it's not super flat like a lot of the envelopes are, so you can barely squeeze something in. There's plenty of space. And then I actually did this with my circle punch. The original template doesn't have that. And you just stick adhesive on the sides. So it's really easy, really, really easy to make. And then I just embellished it. So I'm going to show you how it looks before everything is done. This is a Bo Bunny old paper line. So you literally just trace it. If you have those Prima ones, the new ones, it's so easy to trace. And only adhesive you use is right here on the sides. So you fold those in, and you fold this up. And do you see how much give when you actually add the adhering on the sides? Let me hold it right. You see you have a lot of give in there, and that's with it staying adhered on the sides. And then like this. Now the original envelope has a little slit for this part to slide in, but it doesn't really work to me. So what I'm going to do is probably stick a piece of Velcro in the back and then put like a flower here, or you could just cut this part off and not add that at all, but I did because it was perfect for when I added this flower. It sat perfectly on there, so I like how it looks like that. So, and that's this one. So this is like a Hawaiian looking flower with the little hibiscuses on them, and I happen to have a hibiscus punch. So I'm going to start creating this one. I didn't want to add a bunch of stuff to it so you could see what it looked like before I adhered it. So this is just like a 3-layered, it's a reverse side of this. So I'll be using a belly band with a Martha Stewart punch to go all the way around here. And then I'll add some stuff to it, but orange is one of my favorite colors. Orange, yellow, and a light green are my 3 favorite colors. So I'm super happy to create something with this one, but I just wanted to show you guys, if you guys happen to have that Prima, that if you trace it, you can make your own envelopes. So I thought it was really stinking adorable. So I just wanted to show you ladies. And that's pretty much it for today. And I'm going to be working on my tags for my Junkyard Tag series. And I've already started coloring one of the greeting farm images, and I was using, these are my Bic markers that I used to color her in. And then her face, I actually used the Pro markers. Yeah, I think they're called the Pro markers, because I only have the skin tone color in that name. And these are just my normal Bic markers that I used. So this right here is going to be going on a future tag as soon as I bedazzle it up. So I'll show you ladies that later. And thank you so much, ladies, for stopping by and being super awesome. I just so enjoy watching all your guys' videos and just being part of the little group. It's been great. So I will see you ladies soon, and have a super fabby day. Bye.